remember that they're changing my voice. This video should be heard by everyone on the planet, especially females in America. The rape culture on this planet, including in America, is so fanatically extreme, so unthinkably intense, that even though I'm just one person, okay, I'm not representative of the masses of black people, I'm not, like the other people in the system. They're soldiers, military, bodybuilders, gang members, martial artists in the construct. I'm outside of the construct. I'm the only person who's making his romantic argument by being a martial artist who's wholly in reality and not just in the construct. The only person, when you really break down what does it mean to be holy, righteous, and pure in regards to righteousness, morally precise. Yet they are persecuting me and not keeping me from an attractive female, because they want to reinforce the deception that is so extreme that females date and reproduce using that scale. Think about all the technologies of psychological control, all the mind control technologies, all the points of references and ideas that make it crystal clear that righteousness will never be here after I'm gone, okay? And then where everyone else looks, they see people who might be kind of nice, but there's a difference between nice and righteous. A Nazi about to execute you can be kind of nice. There's a difference between nice and righteous. So they do things like change my voice to try to make it so I sound corny. Okay, this video isn't about bashing you because of your profession, race, sexual orientation, what gender you are, what have you. This is about the truth. Okay? I'm concerned with the truth. And I'm concerned with doing exactly what God wants me to do. God does not want me to help out people who are alive after I'm gone, even a little bit, so to speak. He does want me to insist that people have a certain clarity, right? Clarity versus deception. Because everybody should know that they shouldn't be reproducing. This is very important. They shouldn't be going on the dates that they're going on. They shouldn't be in the marriages that they're in. They should make their husbands an ultimatum if they have 10 kids with them and say, do the right thing or they're going to leave that person, because they're on a pirate ship, okay? They're in a rape energy ship, and they've got to insist that they do it right. So we look at Bonnie and Clyde, Romeo and Juliet, okay? These ideas, reminds me of these movies where, the songs rather, they talk about it, the Rough Riders say they need a ride or die chick, okay? Someone who's going to fight the good fight with them to the finish. People just conform. Every day I see them doing their activities of daily living. They're, in terms of going to the store, just nonsensical stuff. Okay? Because it's in the context of having a direction that is stupid. So all they're doing is going after greed and trying to stay alive. So even just going to the store, it then becomes stupid. Obviously, rapists, one of the major tactics they like to use is take people out of context. That's why, one of many reasons I say people should all rally to me so you can hear what I have to say in person. Okay? I'm not aggressive in person. I'm not unreasonable. I don't make demands. Okay? If you approach me and ask about my videos, okay, I will treat you fairly. If there's something in the air, like they fume me to try to interfere, I'll say, hey, they're fuming me right now, and that's the problem. Okay? Or I'm not feeling well. That's a distinct possibility. This happens all the time. But I'm going to treat everybody fairly. And that's part of what it means to be righteous. One sign of righteousness is you treat people fairly, including in terms of dating. And so I know people, one of the many reasons I know people aren't doing the right thing is they date in a way that's wrong, and they don't try to correct each other. They just keep up with their hypocrisy. Some people are married in marriages that seem nicer and more fair than others, but they're also doing the wrong thing. They didn't remove the log from their own eye before removing the speck from their friends, because they appear to be doing the right thing, which means they have a bigger problem than the person who appears to be doing the wrong thing. If you appear to be doing the right thing, then you are competing with God and His Son over what the right path is. So if you're not obeying God through me, you're an extreme deceiver, an extreme misleader. And we see this, this idea in various forms, and one is the government. It's very clear that the government likes to pretend that they're doing the right thing. They like to pretend that, hey, if you don't listen to us, you're doing the wrong thing. And we as American people, our values, and this is what we have to do, and da-da-da-da-da. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Neither do the churches. The churches will talk about, the government's corrupt, and they talk a good one, but we know better, don't we? You got to pinpoint. You don't see them using things. Pinpoint what is precisely right. Decision and precision. They don't want to say things like that because their construct is based on unfocusedness. It's based on deception. It's based on covering things up. If they ever say that, they'll cover something up that gives away that listening to them is not what is precisely right to do. So one of my favorite scriptures to quote is Luke 23. When he says, daughters of Jerusalem, don't cry for me, don't mourn for me, mourn for yourselves and your children. If this is what happens when the tree is green, when the vine is green, when the leaf is green, meaning when righteousness, the tree of life, the fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. When the tree of life, when righteousness and justice is still there, what will happen when it's not? What will happen when it's not? And they have technologies of control and countless years of psychological development, developing technologies of psychological control. When they have years of advancing psychological techniques of control, what will happen then? Will you be here for your great-great-great-great-grandchildren? Or we have fucking set the stage for them to be here and be a fucking slave because you want to keep your fucking legs closed, you want to keep your fucking dick in your pants. I say abort all the children. Abraham and Isaac. Blessed are the childless women, the wombs that never bore, the breasts that never nursed. Why? Because it's far more evil to bring forth flesh that offends God. If your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off. Don't offend God. If your eyes, then gouge them out. If you can't keep from having sex, which is going to offend God when it's outside the divine order, at least get your tubes tied. Cut off the possibility of having a child. Fuck you need to reproduce for? To hand over to the matrix, to rape cult matrix bitch, your offspring? And you won't even be there to do what little you could possibly do to help? What are you going to do when you're gone? I trust my mischievous little kid. He's gonna raise his offspring just fine. Fucking retarded. Most of you can't trust your kid with your credit card, and you trust him with your offspring.